8 hidden signs she wants you to make a move. Old Stoic wisdom. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. Aristotle. Women often don't speak their mains directly, but they do communicate their feelings in ways that are hard to miss if you're paying attention. Too many men overlook these subtle signs, missing the perfect opportunity to step in and take charge when the time is right. In this piece, we'll uncover the real, often unspoken signs that a woman wants you to take the lead. From the subtle to the more obvious cues, we're diving deep into the moments that you might have missed in the past. Have you ever left a conversation wondering, was she interested? Serenia, after reading this, you'll know for sure. Stay tuned and stay aware. 1. She gives you permission vibes. Let's talk, gentlemen. If you're paying attention, you'll start to recognize that when a woman is really into you and is hoping you'll make a move, she won't always say it outright. Instead, she'll give you what we call permission vibes. These aren't direct invitations, but subtle signals that make it clear she's open to something more. It's the kind of communication that speaks volumes without using words. And the best part is that if you're paying attention, she's practically handing you the keys to the kingdom, if you have the courage to take them. She might throw out playful lines like, "You're trouble. I can't believe you just said that." Or, "You always get me like this." These lines can easily seem like just another round of teasing or harmless banter, but don't be fooled. Beneath those seemingly casual words, there's a deeper layer of meaning. She's not just trying to make you laugh or flirt aimlessly. She's letting you know that she enjoys the flirtation and is, in fact, open to taking it a step further. It's a clever little dance of old Stoic wisdom at play, subtle but deliberate. Now, here's the key. It's not just about the words themselves. It's the tone, the look in her eyes, the smile that follows. These are the cues that you must pay attention to. It's usually light, playful, and full of charm. When she says, "You always get me like this," it's not just her commenting on your ability to tease her, it's a silent invitation to push things further. It's the signal that she's comfortable and confident in the way you're engaging with her. And now, she wants you to test the waters and see how far you can go. The permission vibe is like a soft nudge that says, "I'm okay with this. Take the next step." But the real gem comes when the tone shifts, even slightly, and she throws out a statement like, "You better stop or I'll start liking you too much." You might chuckle and think she's being cute or playful, but this is where the Stoic principles come in. It's not just a flirtatious remark, it's her challenge to you, a test of your ability to read between the lines and understand what's really going on. She's laying it out for you. She's giving you the green light to move forward, but it's up to you to act with the iron mind of a stoic, calm, confident, and purposeful person. This moment is about more than just a flirtation. It's about testing your courage and your understanding of her signals. You mustn't hesitate or second. Guess yourself. Don't shy away from these moments. The longer you delay, the more you risk losing your chance. Stoic principles teach us that we must act in the present moment without being bogged down by fear or doubt. Be decisive. Take the plunge, knowing that she's already shown you that she's open to more. The permission vibes are her way of giving you space to take control without the fear of rejection. But you must recognize the moment for what it is. So remember, when you sense those permission vibes, don't let them slip by. Seize the opportunity with confidence because it's her invitation to move forward and see where things could go. 2. She creates one-on-one situations. You know the drill. She doesn't always have to say it outright. Sometimes it's the subtle, quiet moments she orchestrates. These moments are her way of making it clear that she wants you to take the next step. This is not a game of guessing. It's an invitation. But are you paying attention? It's not just about what she says. It's about how she sets the stage. A lot of times, she'll find ways to peel herself away from the group. She might linger after everyone else has left, or casually suggest things that, on the surface, seem light and harmless but hold deeper meaning. When she says, "Let's grab a drink, just the two of us," or "We should hang out sometime, just us," It's not a random comment. It's an opening. It's her way of saying, I am interested. Now it's your move. Now, don't mistake this for being just friendly. No, it's a deliberate choice. She's creating an intimate one-on-one opportunity, free from distractions, for you two to connect. This isn't her way of just filling time. This is a setup. And if she keeps finding reasons to create these opportunities, don't fool yourself into thinking she's just being nice. The old Stoic wisdom tells us that silence often speaks louder than words. It's about observing behavior, not just listening to what's being said. The Stoic principles emphasize understanding the deeper layers of human interaction, seeing the signals people send without them needing to say a word. The old Stoic rule? Don't wait for an explicit invitation. Sometimes, the opportunity is hidden in the subtle gestures. If she's doing this repeatedly, she's testing you. Testing to see if you'll step up, if you'll recognize the moment and act. She's creating these chances for you, but the ball is in your court. This is where you must remember the core of Stoic thought: action over indecision. Stoicism teaches us to be decisive, to be bold when the time calls for it, and to embrace those moments where we can seize the opportunity without hesitation. This is the essence of true masculinity, not waiting for everything to align perfectly, but taking decisive action when the time is right. So when she creates those one-on-one moments, don't hesitate, don't play it safe, don't think too much about what might go wrong or whether she's really into you. You must be direct. You must recognize these opportunities as they are, an invitation to connect on a deeper level. This doesn't mean rushing in like a bull in a china shop. No, that would be the exact opposite of what the old Stoic wisdom would advise. Rather, it's about timing and subtlety. The real strength lies in recognizing the moment and acting with confidence, without overthinking it. And here's the kicker. You'll never know how she truly feels until you take that step. By the time you've recognized this pattern, it's no longer a question of whether you should act, but whether you'll act with the confidence of a Stoic warrior. That's the beauty of Stoic rules. They don't leave you guessing. They empower you to act wisely and boldly in the face of uncertainty. Remember, she's not just asking for a drink or a simple hangout. She's creating the chance for you to connect in a way that's free of distractions. She's making her intentions clear. Will you step up and meet her halfway? This is your cue, your moment. Don't miss it. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us. Or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. 3. Stalls when you're about to leave. When you're about to leave and she stalls, it's not random. It's a clear, deliberate signal she's sending you, urging you to make a move. Picture this. You're standing up, ready to grab your keys and walk out the door, and suddenly she hits you with a seemingly off-topic question, like, "Wait, what was that story you were going to tell me?" Or, "Oh, before you go, have you ever been to..." These questions are never about the actual content. They are calculated, intentional pauses. They are subtle clues meant to grab your attention, a way for her to signal that she wants more, that she's waiting for you to act. She might fidget with her hair, slowly gather her belongings, or just stand there, hesitating, lingering in a space that seems to invite you to take the next step. These aren't random distractions. They are openings, opportunities. And here's the key. You must see these signs for what they are. This is where the philosophy of Stoicism, epitomized by thinkers like Epictetus, becomes invaluable. Stoicism teaches us to master our thoughts and actions by recognizing the signals around us. When she stalls, when she lingers, it's not just a gap in conversation. It's an opportunity. It's an opening that, if you recognize it and act upon it, can lead to the deeper connection she's subtly encouraging. Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This applies to your actions as well. You don't need elaborate schemes or grand gestures. What you need is clarity and the ability to act without hesitation when the moment arrives. So, what does this mean for you? It means you must cultivate the ability to read these subtle cues, to understand what is truly being said in between the words and gestures. You must develop the self-discipline to act when the opportunity presents itself. When she stalls, that is your moment. Don't second-guess it. Don't overthink. Stoicism wins when you understand that it's not about waiting for the perfect time. It's about recognizing the moment when it arrives. Epictetus would remind us, it is not events that disturb people, it is their judgment of them. The key is in how you respond. If you see the stalling for what it is, a clear invitation, you will act. If you hesitate, you might miss it. The idea is simple. See the opportunity, recognize the pause, and make the move. This doesn't require grand speeches or complicated maneuvers. It's about the simple, decisive action that shows you've noticed the signals and are ready to step forward. You're mastering your life by learning to read these cues, to be aware of the moment, and to make the move with confidence. Don't wait, don't delay. When you see that pause, that stall, take that extra moment to move in, to step forward and make your intentions clear. Women are often waiting for you to take charge, for you to recognize that subtle hint and act with confidence. When you do, you lead. And that is a power you must learn to wield. Remember, Epictetus also said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." You cannot control her feelings, her actions, but you can control how you respond. Don't let her stall be a missed opportunity. Don't let indecision hold you back. Take control of the moment, act decisively, and move forward with confidence. This is where Stoicism wins, the wisdom to act, the power to lead, and the clarity to recognize opportunity when it arises. Master this, and you will master the moment, and ultimately, you will master your life. 4. Uses ambiguous language on purpose. Understanding the subtle art of communication is essential when you're trying to decipher whether a woman wants you to make a move. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that sometimes silence speaks louder than words, and a Stoic mind, one that is aware, perceptive, and ironclad, recognizes that things are not always as direct as they may seem. Many moments in life are clouded in ambiguity, and women, especially those who are emotionally intelligent, know how to express desires without saying a word. Be clear about this. Not everything will be stated outright. If she says something like, "If only I had someone to keep me warm tonight," or "Nights like this make me wish I wasn't alone," you might think it's a harmless statement or casual comment, but understand this. These are not random musings. No, these are soft invitations, calculated hints meant to test you, to see if you're tuned in enough to catch the underlying message. These words aren't meant to be answered directly. They're meant to be felt and understood in the moment. She's presenting you with an opportunity. She's putting the ball in your court. The question is, will you pick it up? Don't mistake these subtle signs for casual remarks. Women, much like the wise Stoic who never reacts impulsively, employ a strategy of restraint. She doesn't want to make things awkward, and yet she's waiting for you to make a move. You must recognize this dance for what it is, a test of your awareness and your ability to act with confidence. Don't let hesitation or fear of rejection cloud your judgment. This is where the old Stoic principles come into play. The iron mind doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It recognizes the right moment when it appears. You must be ready to make your move, not in haste, but with the precision of a Stoic. Her language may be indirect, but your response must be firm, decisive, and aligned with the signals she's giving you. Remember, the Stoic mind values clarity above all else. She's offering you a clue, wrapped in soft words. Don't make the mistake of overthinking or second-guessing. Be present and understand that sometimes the most effective way to approach a situation is by taking it head-on. The ambiguity in her words is not a barrier, it's a signal. You must be attuned to her needs and desires. An iron mind sees this for what it is, a clear invitation cloaked in subtlety. It's a challenge, and it's yours for the taking. That is the essence of mastering your own reactions. Be prepared to respond not just with words, but with action. Don't wait for her to make it obvious. Instead, You must become aware of the nuance in her tone and body language. When she says something like, "I wish I wasn't alone," she's not just lamenting the absence of companionship. She's gently testing the waters to see if you'll take the initiative. She wants you to take the first step, but she's not going to shout it from the rooftops. Her silence and indirectness should not confuse you. They are her way of testing your awareness. In the world of Stoic principles, we are reminded to keep our emotions in check and to recognize moments that require decisive action. Don't shy away from those moments of discomfort or uncertainty. When you're faced with ambiguity, use your iron mind to cut through it. Her words are the invitation. You just need the courage to accept it. Be patient, yes, but be alert. Your ability to respond to these signs with a mind sharpened by Stoic wisdom will show her exactly what you're made of. If you can navigate the complexity of subtle communication and act when the time is right, you'll earn the trust and respect of not just her, but yourself as well. So don't wait for her to lay it all out. Be the man who recognizes the deeper meaning beneath the surface. If you're picking up on these subtle signs, don't let them slip by unnoticed. Drop a comment right now. I recognize the unspoken signals. Like this video, subscribe for more timeless wisdom, and remember, silence speaks louder than words. 5. Subtly initiates physical contact. When it comes to understanding the signals of a woman who wants you to make a move, the old Stoic wisdom comes in handy. You must learn how to recognize the small, quiet moments. These subtle acts are not random. They are invitations, cloaked in the most delicate of gestures, but with a message loud and clear. Physical contact is one of the strongest signs. When a woman is interested, she doesn't always need to spell it out. No, she will find ways to touch you, soft, discreet, almost unnoticed, but always purposeful. These touches are her way of testing the waters, signaling that she's ready for something more. But don't be deceived by their gentle nature. In these small movements lie powerful meanings. Picture this. You're sitting with her, maybe laughing at a joke. Suddenly, she lets her fingers brush lightly against your arm. It's nothing huge, just a brief moment. But in that split second, she's saying more than words ever could. I feel comfortable with you. I trust you. I want more. It's an invitation, not a request. Don't miss it, or consider the quiet moment when her hand lightly grazes yours as you both reach for the same thing. That's no accident. It's an old Stoic rule. Observe what is said through silence and small actions. She's testing the waters, seeing if you'll respond to this invitation. Be aware. Don't be the man who misses this chance because he's distracted or too timid to act. Then there's the instance where she casually places her hand on your back as she walks past you. It's gentle, almost innocent, yet it's undeniably personal. In that moment, she's offering you a touch of intimacy without the need for boldness. Don't mistake this for something casual. It's a message wrapped in a simple gesture. The Stoic principles tell us to look for what is hidden in plain sight, and this is one of those instances. A particularly telling move is when her knee lightly rests against yours, and she doesn't move it right away. Think about it. This isn't just an accidental bump. This is deliberate. She's not only testing your response, she's setting the stage. That stillness, that brief moment of contact, speaks volumes. It says, I trust you enough to get close, but now, the choice is yours. Will you act on it? These actions are what the old Stoic would consider moments of quiet influence. The true power lies in the subtlety. They don't force anything, they simply plant the seed. The moment you notice this touch, whether it's a brush against your arm or a knee resting against yours, you must ask yourself, what is she really telling me? And the answer is clear. She's ready for you to make a move. Be aware of these signs. The woman you're interested in may not always speak up, but through these small physical cues, she's giving you the green light. And when she does, don't hesitate. The old Stoic wisdom teaches that inaction is often the greatest form of failure. You must seize the opportunity, not wait for another chance. The universe doesn't hand you what you want without a little nudge. These subtle signs are that nudge. You don't need to overthink it. The Stoic principles are simple. Pay attention to the small, the unnoticed, the quiet moments. These are the moments that hold the most power. When she reaches out, even if just for a brief touch, don't shrink back. You must meet her halfway. If you still don't believe that subtle physical contact is an invitation, think back to the Old Stoic teachings about patience and attentiveness. The most valuable opportunities are often wrapped in small, unspoken gestures. She's offering you a chance. Take it. Don't be the one to leave it unclaimed. So next time you're with her, and those small touches start to happen, don't let them slip by. Recognize them for what they are, green lights guiding you toward the move you should have made. Be bold, be decisive, and above all, be a man who understands the power of the subtle and the quiet. The Stoic rules demand it. 6. Start talking slower or softer. When a woman starts talking slower and softer, it's no coincidence. This shift in tone is a subtle yet powerful sign that she wants you to make a move. Understand this. She is not simply being shy or nervous, she's deliberately creating tension, the kind that draws two people together in a magnetic way. Her voice drops, her words slow down, and suddenly, the space between you two feels more intimate, charged with anticipation. This is not a casual moment. She's inviting you into her world without making an overt request. It is a signal that the time is ripe. She is testing the waters, allowing the silence to speak for her, creating a gap where you can step in. You must recognize this. There is wisdom in this. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In this moment, her desire is simple, for you to understand the silent invitation, for you to take charge. Don't wait for her to give you a blatant cue. Don't ignore the hints. The power of Stoicism lies in knowing what to do when life presents an opportunity. You are presented with one now. A moment like this is rare, and it demands action. In a world where distractions are constant, a woman speaking slower and softer is a deliberate attempt to connect. It's an invitation to make your move, to step forward with confidence. This is your chance to show that you understand what's unfolding, that you're not afraid to take the lead. The great Stoic principle of clarity and focus applies here. Clarity in recognizing the situation and focus in taking decisive action. If you hesitate, you'll lose the moment. You must act, but do so with the precision of someone who knows exactly what to do. When she slows down, it's not a time for indecision. You must embody the mastery of life that Stoicism teaches, control over your actions, your thoughts, and your reactions. Epictetus teaches that it is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. When a woman slows down her speech, it's not a random occurrence. The moment is designed, it's real, and it's up to you to recognize it and respond decisively. This is where the Stoic mindset, trained in discipline, understanding, and action, wins. Don't be the man who fails to read the signs. Don't be the man who remains passive. You must act. You must move forward. Take charge, because success in life often comes down to your ability to seize the moment and lead. When she talks slower, she is asking for you to step into the space she has created, to fill the void with action. She wants you to act, and in doing so, you will show her that you are a man who knows what he wants and how to achieve it. This is how you master life, by recognizing the signals, embracing the opportunity, and acting without hesitation. Stoicism wins, and you win with it when you apply it in these small yet significant moments. If you've noticed this shift, you're already seeing the signs that most miss. She's making room for something deeper, something more intimate. If you're ready to act on this moment, comment below. I'm ready to step closer and make it count. 7. Steps into your personal space. When a woman starts stepping into your personal space more than usual, it's rarely a random occurrence. It's a clear signal that she's interested, and you need to notice this, take it seriously, and be prepared to respond. Don't mistake it for just a coincidence or simply her being comfortable. No, these small, subtle acts are laden with meaning. When she sits closer than necessary, it's more than just a physical shift in position. It's an unspoken invitation. She could easily choose a seat farther away, but instead she gravitates toward you. This closeness is deliberate. She wants to feel your presence, wants to be near you, and, in a sense, she's giving you the chance to move closer, to match her energy. In the language of Old Stoic wisdom, this is the moment where your inner discipline and observation must kick in. An iron mind knows when to step forward and when to hold back. But don't misunderstand. This is not a moment to retreat or freeze. This is your moment to act, to respond with subtle confidence, grounded in the Stoic principle of taking thoughtful, intentional steps toward what you want. When she leans in while talking to you, that's another sign you cannot ignore. It's more than just a physical gesture. Leaning in is an expression of trust and desire for closeness. It means she's engaging with you on a deeper level. She's interested in what you have to say, and in some way is testing whether you'll meet her halfway. A man with an iron mind doesn't shy away in this situation. He stands tall and remains composed. He doesn't miss the opportunity to match her energy, to lean in as well, and share in the connection. Remember, this isn't about being invasive or overwhelming. It's about reciprocating her energy, showing her you're equally open to the proximity she's offering. This is where Stoic principles come into play. The wisdom of knowing when to advance and when to let the connection naturally unfold. You must stay present in the moment, not rush, but also not be paralyzed by indecision. Instead, follow the flow. Be responsive, not reactive. Then, there's the way she stands next to you even when there's plenty of room elsewhere. This one is subtle, yet telling. She could easily stand or sit elsewhere, but instead, she deliberately positions herself close to you. This is a deliberate act, not accidental, and it's up to you to recognize it for what it is. Her physical proximity is a manifestation of a desire for emotional connection. She's not just filling space, she's inviting you into her world, drawing you nearer with her body language. She wants to feel your presence, and by standing close, she's allowing you to choose what comes next. This is where the principles of Old Stoic wisdom can serve you best. The Stoic man is always mindful, always aware, but never anxious. Instead, he knows when to move forward and when to let things unfold. In this moment, hesitation is the enemy. You must make a decision. Will you stay in your comfort zone, or will you step forward and take the chance she's giving you? For example, imagine you're sitting on a couch with plenty of room to spread out. Yet, she sits right next to you, her legs almost touching yours. At first glance, it might seem like a simple move for comfort. But look closer. She's inviting closeness, testing boundaries, and, most importantly, giving you the opportunity to respond. She's not pushing you. She's simply offering you a space to step into. How you respond says a lot about you and your intentions. Will you acknowledge the invitation and take the next step? Will you remain passive and miss the moment? Remember, the wisdom of the Stoics teaches us that time is precious and fleeting. Don't waste it by being passive or indecisive. Instead, take action with clear intention. Recognize the signs for what they are, an invitation to connect, to take the relationship to the next level. It's not just about reacting to her physical cues, it's about making a calculated decision based on your understanding of the moment. By observing these hidden signs, her stepping into your personal space, sitting close, leaning in, and standing next to you, you're being given a chance to connect in a way that goes beyond the superficial. Don't dismiss these signs or let them pass unnoticed. You must recognize that they are a deliberate invitation to move closer, to embrace the intimacy that's waiting for you to step into. The Old Stoic wisdom reminds us that in moments like these, clarity of thought and action are key. Stay true to your principles, remain composed, and don't let fear or uncertainty stop you. An iron mind knows when to act with purpose. And right now, the purpose is clear. Step into the space she's creating for you and move forward. 8. Looks visibly disappointed if you don't escalate. When she looks visibly disappointed because you didn't escalate, it's a moment of opportunity missed. She might not say anything, but the shift in her energy is palpable. This isn't about what she says. It's about what's left unspoken. You saw the signs. She was laughing. She touched your arm, gave you that look. It was an invitation, an opening, a moment where she wanted you to take the lead. You didn't. There was no flirt, no kiss, no move. And now you'll feel the consequences. She won't be angry, but you'll notice the change. She'll pull back, not out of malice, but out of doubt. The vibe is different now. It's quiet, distant. You've lost your chance, and she's left wondering if you felt the same way she did. The energy between you two shifts, and the connection you once had starts to fade. It's like a cold draft that slowly creeps into the room, and by the time you realize it, the moment is gone. This is where the wisdom of Epictetus and Stoicism comes into play. Stoicism isn't about waiting for perfect signs or second-guessing yourself. It's about clarity and decisiveness. Epictetus said, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." In this case, the opinion you have about making a move can hold you back, paralyze you in indecision. The moment she gives you that look, that touch, you need to respond. The worst thing you can do is hesitate. Not acting is a decision in itself, and in this case, it's a decision to let the moment slip by. When you wait, you rob yourself of the opportunity to act and create a powerful connection. Don't confuse hesitation with humility. Don't convince yourself that waiting for the right moment will somehow make things easier. The right moment is now. You know it, and so does she. And if you don't act, you create doubt. She begins to wonder if you're even interested, if she's been too forward, or if you're just unsure. You let the air between you grow thick with uncertainty. That's a moment you can't get back. It's gone. And once that uncertainty creeps in, it's hard to break. You've let the chance slip through your fingers. Fortune favours the bold, as the saying goes. That's not just a catchy phrase. It's the core of Stoic philosophy. Boldness is power. Boldness is action. Epictetus' teachings revolve around the power of controlling your own fate, of not allowing outside circumstances to dictate your responses. When she's open to you, you must act. You must make the move. You must show her with actions, not just words, that you're invested. You need to prove to her that you recognize the signals, that you're aware, that you're present and ready to take charge of the situation. You are the one who must lead. She's already shown you she's open. Now it's time for you to match her energy and take the next step. The true strength lies in action. Stoic teachings emphasize the power of decisiveness. Indecision is your enemy. When you hesitate, when you second-guess, you're handing over control of the situation. Epictetus wisely said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You must master yourself at this moment. You must be in control of your thoughts and your actions. Hesitation is a weakness. You cannot afford to hesitate. This isn't just about attraction. This is about being a man of strength, of purpose, and of control. You must be decisive. You must be confident in your actions. If you don't act, she starts to doubt. She'll begin to question your intentions. Is he really interested? Or was I just imagining things? The warmth you once shared becomes colder, and you begin to lose her. She won't keep putting herself out there for someone who doesn't take action. You must show her you care. You must take charge of the situation and show her that you're as invested in this moment as she is. Don't let her wonder. Don't let her second guess. Take control and make the move. Remember, Stoicism teaches that to win in life, you must first master yourself. When you hesitate, you lose. It's that simple. The victor is always the one who steps forward without fear, without hesitation. Every moment you delay is a chance that fades away. You are the master of your fate, and in this moment, you must seize it. Don't let it slip by. Make your move. Act with purpose. And in doing so, you'll not only win the moment, but you'll also embody the core tenets of Stoicism: boldness, control, and decisive action. Remember, the Stoicism win comes to those who don't wait, who don't hesitate, and who step into the unknown with clarity and confidence. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of the game. Now you know what to look for. Just don't freeze when the moment comes. Trust your instincts and take action when it feels right. Remember, confidence is key, but so is respect. If you're picking up on these signs, she's probably giving you a green light. Don't overthink it, just be genuine, be bold, and go for it. If you like this, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.